YouTube should be good to go. Awesome. Excellent. Stream language. Dumpling. Hey! Hello, hello over on the YouTubes. We have just kicked off our Elder Scrolls Online playthrough. Hope everybody's having a wonderful July 4th so far. And now we can resume. Let me go ahead and get Elder Scrolls pulled up for our game. We might get a little bit of latency here while I am launching the game, but I don't think it'll be too bad. The stream language is in fact made for dumplings. Game capture. Elder Scrolls. We should see now. Nice. Not a single frame dropped. All right, I'm about it. I'm about it. All right, here he is. Findiana Swim Shady. Let's recalibrate the dumpling. Just make sure the dumpling is good to go. Get our calibration running. Reload for our detection. Recalibrate. I think the dumpling could stand to be a little bit larger. What do you think? How's that? Pretty good? Alright, I think that works. Keep our calibrate up just to make sure. Alright, let's get in here with Findiana. We haven't played with Findiana in a while. I think we did a Findiana stream right before I did whatchamacallit. Or before I left. How are you only level 5? Well, dear, darling, beautiful MC, this is this character. I think I am champion level 178 or 180 something on my other characters. Free? I'm good for free. Aw, requirements not met. Lame. Crowns. Okay, it has not refreshed our crowns yet. That's okay. 4 days left. Got a deal. I already got my camel. Friendly reminder, if you have not gotten your Pyro Draconic Camel Lizard mount, it is free. You can do so from the store. MC, before I dive in, I will log out and show you my other characters so that you have them. I have a question. What do you keep, what do you sell, and where do you store all the stuff? Well, if you have ESO Plus, all of your crafting materials just stay, and they're across all of your characters. If you plan on doing crafting on your character, any armor or weapons that has like a little magnifying glass by it, I would recommend going to the crafting stations and using those to research. It takes time. Dismantle everything else. You'll get gold as you go through and play the game. So I'd say dismantling for the crafting materials is better. But if you don't have ESO Plus, then I would sell things so that you can get the gold. You'll want training armor. Like you'll see that it has training listed. That's going to be your best bet for armor, and just hold on to that. And otherwise just keep recycling for training gear pieces. But this is my Nightblade. He is a 179. Well, as soon as you hit level 50, they all go to your champion points. So this is Catrick Swayze. He is my PvP Nightblade. He's my little vampire Khajiit. We love him. This is my current main, Valindra Stormseeker. She is my Magsork, or Magica Sorcerer. We love her. She's great. She's fantastic. And then this is my stream character. This is Findiana Swim Shady, who we do exclusively lore-based activities on. So we read the books, we do the quests in their entirety, we clear the areas, we find all the secrets. And so Valindra is my PvE when we're running dungeons and stuff with the pug. And I'm still working on finalizing Catrick's build for PvP. So I've got to work on him a little bit. For the time being, we'll go ahead and hop back in here. I don't have the plus because I'm not sure I like the game or not. I wanted to give it a chance. It's so good, MC. It's so good, especially if you like Skyrim or things like that. It's amazing. It's wonderful. But I get why, like not wanting to drop that immediate investment. In the beginning, you're pretty good to cycle gear. I would say find like a good website that has like a recommended build. You know, are you an Arcanist? Are you a Nightblade? Are you a Templar? Are you planning on doing PvP or PvE? And go from there on those. Alright, I don't know if I have music on here. Master volume, I have that super low. I want my subtitles. We'll get this turned up. I think we're going to go with game audio. We'll mute that. I feel very clueless, but I'm not so fun on story-based games. I'll see where it takes me. Cool thing is with ESO, you can go anywhere. You can explore. You can do dungeons. You can just go kill random things. You can do side quests. You don't have to focus on the main story. It'll give you skill points to do it, and it's decent. I feel very clueless. When I was first playing, I treated it a lot like Skyrim, honestly. I just went wherever triggered my interest, and it was pretty good for me. Alright, how are we for audio? Ambiance? Everything good? Let's see, that should work. I think I'm charging now. Alright. Now, I don't transparently remember what we were doing. Okay, investigate Ostumir. So. Let's see. Should we go north? I did say Ostumir, so we're gonna do that. We're gonna go to Ostumir. And so what I'm doing with this character is, you know, bookshelves that we find, we're actually reading the books, we're letting the quests play all the way through, exploring the dialogue options, really getting the richness of the game. And before we move on to different zones, I'm going to do all of the quests and find all of the lore books and everything in the areas. So this will take us a very long time to get where we need to be, but hey, it's endless content, and I think this will hold us over up until the point where we start Witcher. But I still have book 5, 6, 7, and 8 to get through of Witcher before I can do that. You already have a mount. Where can I find that? I found a vendor, but I needed 42.5k. I'm still a poor girly. If you progress through the main quest, they will give you a free mount that you can use. And also, if you go into the crown store, so if you hit, I think it's U. Yeah, if you hit U, well, it's U for me, but get to where you can get to this icon, the crown store. Go into, it might even be under featured. Yeah, go under featured, and there's a pyrodraconic camel lizard. This is a free mount that you can get. And so it's just offered by the game. And then you have a mount. And it's pretty cool looking too. A little lizard. Oh, I forgot I had a crate. You back. This one welcomes you back. I can't see my buttons. Okay. Because I got this from drops. These precious gems can be real valuable rewards. Hell yeah.
You will need to purchase a crate from the store to continue, my friend.
My camera's in the way.
May luck follow you.
Riding speed. Yes, please. We need that. Ooh, health rings. I'll take them, but I ain't gonna use them. Let me check it out. Hell yeah. And I should be able to send you some gold if you needed MC. Speaking of, I don't think I have you. Oh yeah, I do. Are you a level 7 sorcerer? Miss Korax? Mystique Blush? I definitely read that as Bush at first, and I was like, MC. Oh my god. You're fine? Okay. Figured I would ask. Is game volume okay? Is it too loud? I have an old diet soda. Yeah, it was like Mystique Bush. I dig it. MC has logged on with Mystique Blush. I do like her name. Giggles aside, I do like her name. Mysterious bushes. Let's find out what the secret is. Ignore me being creepy. Just for one moment, ignore me being creepy. Hello? It's lovely to see you. Okay, goodbye. I didn't want to talk to you anyway. Sometimes I like to ride my mount, and sometimes I like to just run. But I have a bit more MC because, again, I do have those other two characters that are... Obviously, they're not the highest level in the world, but they will carry me through the world where I need them to. But they were also mainly power leveled. So this guy, he's my lore, he's my explorer, he's my fisher. He will be my crafter. You know, there are things that this guy is gonna do that I am not going to be doing on the other characters. It's going to be a very rich playthrough, and I love him for it. Dark Company Enforcer. They sound intimidating.
Official business. Don't come any closer.
Official business. Yeah, they would melt me right now. No, I want the spider. The reason why I have to kill bugs is because I need guts for fishing. All right, you know what? Let's ride a little bit. And away we go.
Oh, please help.
It's all destroyed. What's destroyed? Let's go ahead and pick up this way shrine.
Come to take what's left.
Good, very good. And this is where we are supposed to be exploring.
Rest easy, friend.
Ostomir discovered.
Let's help these people.
I could have sworn I had an experience scroll, but I guess I don't. Probably have it in storage. We're gonna do some looting.
You there. Let's help these people.
I will help these people as soon as I have filled my pockets. Oh my goodness. Anto! Thank you very much for the 16-month resub. Happy 4th of July.
You there. Let's
How are you?
these people.
How's your day going? What are you getting into? Excuse me. What are you getting into this evening? Alright, hello,
I'm
Baragon.
glad you happened by. This woman will be fine, but there's plenty more injured in what's left of the village of Ostomir. Maybe you could help me find them. The ground could shake again at any moment. We need to hurry and save whoever we can. Greenspeaker Sorelin sent me a letter, asked me to meet her here. After I arrived, the ground rumbled like an angry timber mammoth. Whole buildings collapsed, trapping people. When the new forest appeared, it damaged the village. This may end it.
Oh no. That's not good. I'm good. Just made a pit for fireworks. Ooh. Make sure you have water nearby. And or a hose.
Apparently, a few months back, what was once rolling hills and
What
rich
kind of fireworks
Valerian
y'all get?
farmland was suddenly engulfed by this great forest. Look, help me rescue more Ostomir survivors. Then we can find Sorelin. I can toss you some coin for your efforts. Inside the village, listen for any calls for help. People could be buried under rubble or trapped inside collapsed buildings. Just watch out for the strange beasts. They appeared after the ground shook. And keep an eye out for Greenspeaker Sorelin.
Green speakers. I don't know the name, but I know it's a powerful ass one. Let's go. Is it one of those ones that, like, you launch it and it goes up in like a bunch of series? There's a bunch of them bundled into one. Tell me about Ostermere.
It's a typical Colovian village, or rather, it was, known for fishing and trade. As I understand it, when this forest sprang up a few months ago, it caused massive damage and drove the villagers away. They were starting to return when this happened.
I do love wood elves. They're great.
Very. And this new forest, it's like Valenwood jumped the river and spread here. I remember when Ostermere was founded. Some wood elves thought it was a prelude to invasion, but a fishing settlement posed no threats and cooler heads prevailed.
I do like fishing. We should do
That's
some fishing
one of the
today.
things I'm looking into. Something caused this forest to grow rapidly, so I suspect some sort of magic was involved. From the growth pattern, I guess that this stretch of land along the river was where the new growth originated. I'd rather not speculate. Wood elf magic can speed and direct growth, but not on this scale. And not so wild and untamed that it destroys whole villages. Still, I plan to look into all that. Later, after we help these people.
I dig their tattoos. I'm back. Dad needed help with Street Fighter. Hell yeah. I haven't played Street Fighter in a very, very, very long time. Dang it, I need to recalibrate my mouth. Alright, here we go.
Questions are all well and good, but we have people to save. Anything else you want to know? Otherwise, let's get on with the rescuing, friend.
I like how he got mad that I was asking questions, and now I'm asking more questions, and he's like, this is fine. Just got PSN Plus. Oh, okay, I got you. We have that, like, I don't know, like, exclusive, or, I don't know. It's whatever their top tier gimme free shit one is.
No clue at all. Her letter was quite short. All it said was she learned something in Ostermere. She said it was important, and I needed to see it for myself. She wants to share whatever she discovered with me. That's all I know. I don't know. Last I heard, she was part of the Wood Elf settlement in Vashabar. That isn't too far from here. That's what the Wood Elves who settled here after the forest appeared call their city. It's north of here. Anyway, she could have come to Ostermere for the Ayleid ruins. There are plenty nearby that might interest her, but that's just a guess.
Ooh, ruins. So he's fangirling after all the games. Dude, there's so many on there. There are definitely options available. I love it.
That's how we met. I love all sorts of history while she studies Ayleids. The culture and history of those ancient elves fascinate her. My own interests were purely practical, stuff that could help me back in my adventuring days. The finest wielders of nature magic in Tamriel. Green speakers wiggle their fingers and a tree bends its shape into a home. They make it possible for wood elves to construct cities without harming the forest. I'm worried about her too, friend, but Sorelin is no delicate bellflower. She's shown me time and again that she's perfectly capable of defending herself. Let's help the other survivors, and then see if we can pick up her trail.
So if memory serves, this forest just popped up and nobody really understands why, but there's all sorts of beasties that are coming out of the forest and kind of wreaking havoc in this area. So many games to do. So many games. So little time. Yeah, it's only because I want to go into playing the Witcher games that we're sticking with things like ESO, RDO, things that you can kind of engage with and then back off of without a heavy story. I had considered doing a Baldur's Gate 3 Dark Urge playthrough, and I still might. I mean, I have 3/4 books to read, so I've got time.
I used to get into trouble just for fun. Adventuring, treasure hunting, that sort of thing. So rushing into danger to help the Ostermere survivors is no big deal. It's the right thing to do. Otherwise, I'm mostly settled down these days. Mostly. Studying inscriptions and old tombs inspired me to become an imperial scribe. I worked in Cyrodiil for years, recording documents and dabbling in history, spying and creating ciphers too from time to time. These days, I make my home in Skingrad.
Skingrad. Okay, so we have to investigate and save people and do all of the stuff. Witcher is a fun series. I've never played Witcher 1 or Witcher 2, but I have hours in Witcher 3. And now I'm reading every single Witcher book, and then I'm finally going to go through and play those games, and I'm really excited for it. I'm kind of glad that I went through and did it this way. What is that? Oh! Oh my god, I don't think I can kill that. People told me Baldur's Gate is fun, but I can't get into that type of fantasy. Not violent enough for me. Dude, if you do a Dark Urge playthrough, I bet you might change your Toonaloon. Just a lot. What is this? Oh, 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 no. The door is blocked.
Clear the rubble.
All right, let's help this villager out. Hello.
Thank the eight. I thought that was my grave.
A Toonaloon? Absolutely. Witcher 3 is potentially the best one. Witcher 3 to date is still one of my all-time favorite games. Even after all the time that's passed and everything we've done in between, that game has so much depth. It's amazing. I don't remember my buttons. And I can't see them. So, let's see. I forgot. Ah, it's K. Okay, so I have Puncturing, Strikes, Sunfire, and then I have a Stabby Flurry. So 1, 2, and 4 for the time being. No, Violent, I can get RQ positive. Oh, yeah. No, Dark Urge, the whole point of Dark Urge is he has an extremely... He or she has an extremely murderous impulse and can't stop killing things. And you can either choose to be a Dark Urge resist, or you can embrace it and you basically just slaughter everything in really, really creative ways. All things considered, it's brilliant. That is why we are going to be... That's why I'm excited for a Dark Urge playthrough. Because I played as a bard, a tiefling bard, and that was a lot of fun. And I played it my way. Just kind of embracing the story. A lizard!
We need help.
We are heavy in the loot world right now, y'all. Maybe I'll buy it now. Oh, it's good. All right, here's our first bookshelf of the day. Gotta take the cheese. I love looting. An empty cheese board. Who ever encouraged something like that? All right. No, not Baragon. I want the book. What is a bard again? People call me the Mexican bard. You sing songs and you woo people and you're overall inappropriate but musical about it. The Washer Sister 3. The Vashabar Threat. Report from Scout Britia Conconius to the Honorable Tribune Ayla. I fear the denizens of Vashabar within the new forest which they call Dawnwood may be more than the idle tree lovers we originally perceived them to be. The settlement is built atop Ayleid ruins and thoroughly ensconced in thick green foliage and wild growth that has never been seen in the region before. As we are dealing with wood elves, I find this development both disturbing and vaguely threatening. I spent several days observing the movements of the wood elves in Vashabar as instructed. Remaining unseen in the forest was not difficult, but the excessive greenery did not ease my mind as to what the wood elves intend for Weald. The size and density of the trees is shocking, especially given how recently the forest sprang up. It does not bode well for the farmlands and vineyards that feed Colovia. As for the wood elves themselves, many of them appear to be simple laborers and gatherers. Their ranks also include capable hunters. They do not seem overly inclined toward violence, but I do not doubt their ability to use these weapons against their perceived enemies. Moreover, the hunters enjoy regular target practice. That is lore accurate. I'm just saying, Anto. There's a game called Barbarian where you just kill with your loot music. Seriously? That sounds awesome. They typically use leather targets and painted animal hides, but I once saw them use a standard issue Legion helmet as a target. They laughed with glee when a particularly gifted archer shot the plume off the top. Do not know how they acquired the helmet, and I loathe to dwell on it. As I have illustrated above, we must not forget the Wood Elves' proficiency with ranged weapons. Any Legion troops patrolling the border of the New Forest should be heavily armored in order to keep their helmets on whenever they are in sight of the thick trees. Yeah, so they don't lose their brains. A good portion of the Wood Elves also show a zealous devotion to their king Nantharian. He is the greatest cause for concern. Through his charismatic leadership, he was able to unite multiple clans of Wood Elves to form a new settlement nearly overnight. His reputation alone may attract more followers to the region. This is certainly grounds for further surveillance and Legion reinforcements along the border of the forest. If given the chance, I believe Nantharian would gladly expand the bounds of Vashabar, snaking his roots into the fertile land of Colovia. Under no circumstances should he be left unchecked. Until I receive new orders, I will continue my observations. I diligently await your further instruction. So, learning more about this mysterious pop-up, I will DM you the Steam link. Thank you, monster. I don't think I can make any more food. We've used all of our crafting. Really, before I continued on, I should have gotten some stuff researched.
I know, little bug. Please help me move this.
We'll loot. We'll loot. I like how she's like pinned and I'm over here just... I'll be over there in a second.
These creatures only exist in the Dawnwood. They look so strange.
Thank you. I'm never coming back here.
We've saved you. Ooh, Ark, I've wanted to develop a skill and I'm asking if you could teach me said skill. I will pay. My brain thinks that I know what it is, but the other part of my brain is just giggling right now. Alright, up the stairs. And of course we can't get in here. But doesn't look like there's really anything more that I can loot. So we've helped this little villager and we'll move on to help the rest. Ah, you bought Filmora. I have not used Filmora too much, but I have used it a couple times. So you want to begin editing, dear friendo. So you would be doing PC editing, I imagine.
Inside the village.
No, 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 bad plant.
The vines won't let me go. Thanks. Even the plants want to kill me.
So there's a few great YouTubers for video editing, specifically for like Filmora and DaVinci and programs like that. There was one of them, Sam. He used to edit for Harris Heller, and now I can't for the life of me remember his name. Sam something. I'll have to look it up. But patience is definitely a big one in editing. You must be patient. And you'll want to learn about J-cuts in particular. It'll help make sure that your clips are smoother. So imagine a J-cut, like you have audio and you have video. And you want the audio to extend a little bit further than the video does, which gives it a smoother transition between your clips. Practice J-cuts and you'll be golden. J-cuts are used pretty frequently. And look up how to do punch-ins on Filmora. Punch-ins are when you have an image and you zoom in a little bit. And it helps break up like monotony of shots. So those are probably the things that I would recommend you familiarize yourself with first. And from there, I mean, pretty good to edit just about anything. I don't think there's anything really for us to investigate over here. I will help you, though. Gotta interrupt him. Don't just dodge, friendo. I want this rune stone. Brilliant. Get ourselves some dragon thorn. Trying to find out how to do the zoom in video. See, that's something that I'm not too familiar with Filmora, is the actual mechanics of it. I can tell you the things that you'll want to look up, and then I'd say look up YouTube videos for those specific things. Punch-in is a good keyword that you can look up for Filmora. Because that's what that particular shot is called. Adding audio for memeable moments. At that point, using my instance, this is decent for sounds. If you're looking for completely copyright-free things, then you might be interested in a subscription to something like Epidemic Sound, for example. That's going to be a good one. And they have music and sound bites that you can use. And admittedly, a lot of it is just practice.
I don't hear any more
didn't want to talk
Join
to
your
you.
family.
Sorelen, you're alive.
Baragon. Oh. Who's your
Baragon! A kitty cat. No, stop attacking. Oh, God! I'm being attacked by a plant. Disgusting. Make my own sounds, but just putting them in the right time is screwing me over. And make sure that your audio is adjusted too. You can move your keys forward using the arrow keys, and that can move you forward like a small moment. And zoom in on your timeline when you're working on stuff like that, so you can get it down to like the exact millisecond. Or pay attention to where you are in the timeline, and then you should be able to insert at a specific time.
I had no idea the ground would shake so violently when I asked Baragon to meet me here. Nature is nothing if not unpredictable. I also didn't expect him to bring a guest. So, who are you, friend of Baragon?
Just someone who happened by and decided to help him rescue survivors. Why'd you invite him here?
Helping people in dangerous situations sounds just like Baragon. Can't fault him for accepting help. I asked him to join me in Ostermere because I found something amazing. Miraculous even. He needs to see it for himself.
No worries, Anto. Have fun. Have fun, my guy. Be right back. Can never go wrong with Pringles.
No, no. The only way Baragon can understand this discovery is by experiencing it himself. How about we all see it together? It's down in the Alien ruins nearby. I'll show you both. It truly is remarkable. Baragon's an old friend. He'll appreciate my discovery. I hope you do as well. The ruins are to the southeast of the village. Meet me outside the entrance when you finish helping survivors. I can't wait for Baragon to see what I found. In addition to being a green speaker, I study aliens and the history of the wild elves for the University of Gwylem. The nearby ruins called out to me the moment I noticed them. And what I discovered... no, you really must see it. Why wouldn't I be? All Bosma can trace their lineage directly to the ancient aliens. Well, almost all. This history surprises many people and can be controversial, but my research definitively shows that we're the inheritors of that legacy. A disgusting bigotry toward Bosma pervades scholars from other cultures. To them, we're not worthy of such a noble ancestry. But plainly, they're wrong. You should read my book. It contains all the evidence needed to persuade any doubter.
I wonder if we'll actually find her book in the world and be able to read what she says. That'd be pretty cool.
Green speakers are a vital part of any Bosma community, and I cherish my role. Shaping the green is an art. It involves merging my voice with the song of nature and guiding how things grow. We don't control nature. Instead, we have a conversation. Did Baragon tell you that? No, ordinary green speaking can't manipulate something as large as this new forest, and certainly not as fast as it appeared. Beyond that, I'd rather not speculate. It goes against my training as a researcher. We grew up together. He started on a path of warrior and hunter, while I trained as a green speaker. He had an interest in scholarly pursuits as well, and we bonded over shared studies. He became a good friend.
Good friend.
Sorrelin wants to meet at the ruins east of here. Let's go.
I know we're supposed to go to the ruins, but I kind of want that shard. And considering we're going to have to explore the world anyway to find things, we might as well kind of double back and... That's not what I wanted. Alright, is it up there? Yeah, I think it's up top. Ooh, can I sneak through here? Alright. Yeah, it's at the top there. How do I get up there? Did y'all see a way to get up there? Beep. Beep. We've been found! No, run away! There's gotta be an easier way to get up there. Aha! No, don't grab me. I hate those things. No! Oh, that makes me mad. Alright, I think I'm out of range. But isn't that always how it goes? You think you're out of range of a weird tentacular monster, and then blip. No longer out of range. Bouncy, bouncy, bouncy. Imagine how indestructible we would be in ESO if we had mantling. Instead, we gotta get creative with our paths and stuff. You are a player. Sky Shard. All right. Now we will find the ruins. Because there's more investigating in Ostmir to be done. But we should probably go and tango with the ruins for a little bit and go from there. There's no mantles in ESO. Where do you put your busts? On the women. Sorry, no, that was bad. There's no grabbing and climbing on edges. Now if we had Shadowmere, that would be a different animal altogether. Take that, heathen!
Follow my lead.
That tail attack is pretty gnarly. Nope. No charge for you, buddy.
Clear the rubble.
It's gonna take so long going about this the traditional way to get to level 50. But once we're there, it'll be nice. Because then I'll have all my champion points and everything that I need. No. I don't want this thing to grab me back here. So we're just gonna fight it now. And we have a friend. Go ahead and interrupt its stupid little side attacks and continue on to the ruins. Nope. Nope. There's a lot of enemies. Sir! I think not. We need an owie. That is my definition of an AoE attack. Oh, that'd be nice. Oh boy. Ooh. I don't think I have any heals. And of course I didn't put anything on... Why didn't I put anything on my quick bar? I have recipes. Let's see. First and foremost, Magicka recovery, stamina recovery. If memory serves, this is a stamina build. But I haven't gotten that issue. So we'll add this to a quick slot. Oh, something is trying to fight me. Increase max health. Rude. Poor capybara. BL3 runes revisited the older versions because no mantle and slide, just crouch and jump. Wait, Borderlands, I assume? Oh, you've never been a Borderlands player. I don't know why I said it like that, but here we are. Very nice, very nice. A lore book! Alright, let's see if I can stay. Oh, bummer! I didn't mean to move. We lost a lore book. That'll happen. Can I find it? Mail, guides, notifications. Is it in my collections? This stories? Gold Road, housing, outfit. No, wait, journal. Lore library. Oh, golly. I don't even know which one we just got. Well, that might just be a loss. If you do start with 1, the pre-sequel, and 2. I don't know. Something about the Borderlands art has never... Are you okay? It has never appealed to me. Oh, I do have champion points. I'll allocate those later. I'm sad we didn't get a chance to read our lore book. There's gotta be a why. When you go to a store and they have a sale and you fill a handbasket with as many books as possible for $2.99, it's trouble. Dude, that sounds awesome. How to read picked up lore books, ESO. You can read them anytime you like. Best part is you can take them through your inventory within your journal. So it is in the lore library. I was in the right place. I guess I didn't see any. These are all crafting motifs, and I don't think that I've really... I think I've learned one. Shalador's Library. Divines and Deities. Oh, this is it! Hell yeah. Okay. 9 commands of the 8 divines. By the intercession of Saint Alessia, you may be filled with grace and the strength and wisdom that come from grace, that through these teachings you may come to the true meaning of the 8 divines and their glories. To convey to man's mind all that manifold subtleties of truth and virtue may not be done, were all the seas ink and all the skies the parchment upon which their wisdoms were writ. Yet Akatosh, in his wisdom, knowing how impatient is man and how loath he is to travel upon the hard roads of truth, has allowed these 9 simple commands to be made, with powerful clarity and concise definition. Alright. Stendar says, "Be kind and generous to the people of Tamriel. Protect the weak, heal the sick, and give to the needy." RK says, "Honor the earth, its creatures, and the spirits living and dead. Guard and tend the bounties of the mortal world, and do not profane the spirits of the dead." Mara says, "Live soberly and peacefully. Honor your parents and preserve the peace and security of home and family. And get married!" Zenithar says, "Work hard and you will be rewarded. Spend wisely and you will be comfortable. Never steal or you will be punished." Kinnereth says, "Use nature's gifts wisely. Respect her power and fear her fury." Dibella says, "Open your heart to the noble secrets of art and love. Treasure the gifts of friendship. Seek joy and inspiration in the mysteries of love. And bang everyone." I'm just saying, that's what she says. Juliano says, "Know the truth, observe the law. When in doubt, seek wisdom from the wise." Akatosh says, "Serve and obey your emperor. Study the covenants, worship the 8, do your duty, and heed the commands of the saints and priests." The 8 say, above all else, be good to one another. If only each man might look into the mirror of these commands and see reflected there the bliss that might enfold them, were he to serve in strict obedience to these commands, he would be cast down and made contrite and humble. The obedient man may come to the altars of the 8 and be blessed, and may receive the comfort and healing of the 8, and may give thanks for his manifold blessings. Heedless, the wicked man turns away, and forsaking the simple wisdoms granted to him by the all-wise and all-knowing 8, he lives in sin and ignorance all days of his life. He bears the awful burden of his crimes, and before the men and God his wickedness is known, and neither blessings nor comfort may he expect from the altars and shrines of the 8. Yet the wicked and foolish are not doomed, for in their infinite mercies the 8 have said, "Repent and do good works, and the fountains of grace shall once more spill forth upon you. Repent your crimes, tender under the emperor the fines of gold, that they may be used to spread the faith and its benefits to all men." So repent and pay us, and you'll be forgiven. Do yourself good works, redeem your infamy by shining deeds, show to all men in the 8 the good fame of the righteous man, and you may once again approach the altars and shrines of the chapel to receive the comfort and blessings of the 8. Okay. So, duly noted. By the divines. That's how they always exclaim, right? I thought I was supposed to go in here. What, is there a back entrance? Ba ba na na na. Ba na na na. Ba ba na ba. Alright, here we go. By George, we found it. We'll get ourselves some supplies from the heavy sack. Oh! That was lightning. Well, thunder.
I don't see Greenspeaker Sorrelin. Wait. A body on the ground.
A
They're
body!
wearing recollection gear. Grab that note.
By order of Keeper Vigoroth, as the epicenter of the original wild burn ritual, our green speakers assured us new wild burn seeds would sprout along Ostamir. Search the nearby Iliad ruins for a mature wild burn seed. Find and recover a seed as quickly as possible. It is imperative that we have such a seed for the next phase of our campaign, no matter the cost. Enter the ruins that extend below Ostamir. At the roots where Dawnwood originated should be a large seed. You'll know it when you see it. Recover the seed and bring it to me. A message is scribbled below in different handwriting. Baragon and friend. Had to run for obvious reasons. Join me down in the ruins. I think you'll like what I have to show you.
Wild burn seed? Not sure what that could be, but the handwriting at the bottom, that's Sorrelin's.
Oh, snap!
The handwriting at the bottom of the note is definitely Sorrelin's. Running into ruins alone is just like her. But I didn't expect the recollection to be here. She's heading into more danger than she realizes. I've never heard of a seed, but the Wood Elves of Vashabar use Wildburn to refer to the strange blight along the edge of the New Forest. Worry about that later. Let's focus on finding Greenspeaker Sorrelin before she runs afoul of the recollection. The recollection consists mostly of Wood Elves, fanatics to a cause I haven't quite pinned down yet. If there are more of them in there, we'll probably need to fight. Come on, let's head into the ruins and find Greenspeaker Sorrelin.
All of this, like, urgency and need to dive forward, and we're like, we can wait just a little bit and chit-chat, right?
Just that it's what the Wood Elves of Vashabar call the narrow band of devastation that runs along the northern edge of the New Forest. It separates the rest of West Weald from Dawnwood. I'm not sure what a Wildburn seed is, but I plan to find out.
Come with me, and
Some
you'll
sort of cult made up
see
mostly of disgruntled
a
Wood
world
Elves.
without an
Seems
arrow
to have
in
a
your
connection to
butt.
the ancient aliens, but I don't have all the details yet. That's why I'm
Yo.
out here adventuring
Sith,
again.
welcome
I
in,
want
welcome
to
in. I hope
figure
you are all
out who
having
they
a
are
beautiful
and
day
what they're
so
up
far.
to.
Happy 4th of July to those that are just joining us. I am Archaic One. We are doing a full lore playthrough of Elder Scrolls Online, which means we're picking up books and reading them and doing deep dives into the quests, so should plan to be a pretty rich experience. But Sith, what were you doing today? How goes it? And welcome in, everybody.
Welcome to the Gnome Depot. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the vibes.
Just that it's what Rust wore. That's too close to Skingrad for comfort. What were they doing there? And I've heard of Tribune Alea. She commands a Legion cohort and handles special tasks for Count Calantius. If she fought the recollection, I should look her up.
I tried.
Dex! Welcome in, my guy. Thank you so much for the Prime sub for 27 months. Happy 4th of July. Happy all of the stuff. How goes it? Fallout 2 just got to the NCR. Fallout 2 was fun. Fallout 2 was a lot of fun. I played that during my hiatus and I really enjoyed it. Dex, how is your holiday going? Have you done anything adventurous?
Daedra? Oh, that's not good. Now it's even more imperative I figure out exactly who the recollection is and what their goals are. Maybe we can learn something in these ruins. Those vines. That's the entrance to the ruins.
Alright. Ooh, we just got another crafting motif. Let's see if I can find some more stuff before we dive into the ruins. So the character that we are currently playing as, this is Findiana Swim Shady. He is our crafter, he is our explorer, our lore-loving fisherman. And we are also running him, I believe, as a Stam Templar? Pretty sure. I have to refer back to my build, but I am pretty sure I'm running him as a Stam Templar. Welcome in, Big Dro. How goes it? How goes it? Thank you so much for coming in and sticking around, hanging out with us. If you are in the States, I hope your 4th of July is going well. If you are not in the States, well, I hope that you're having a good Thursday. I'll have to read that motif in a second, but I want to get all of the loot that I can around here. Nah, just glad to not have to work today. I feel that. Devil and I were just on a road trip to Illinois. We did it from Friday, returned home on Monday, took Tuesday off to rest, and worked yesterday, off today for the holiday, and then, oh no, don't get stuck. And then we are back to work tomorrow and then off for the weekend. So it's pretty freaking awesome. Yeah, thank you very much for being part of the raid. We appreciate you, Joe. You had to work today. No! Was it like a full shift or a half shift? That sucks. Anybody have any exciting plans for this evening? Fireworks, firework displays, barbecues. It's 5 o'clock where I'm at, so day is almost at its end.
Let's find Sorrelin first, friend.
Ooh. There are enemies.
Delving into old ruins feels so familiar.
I was about to get in a fight, my guy. You see? You were talking to me. Use some vines. Roll out of the way. One of them's dead. Oh, hello. Another one got blastoised out of there. Well, thank you for your assistance. We are going to continue our full exploration here. Whacking and stabbing and... I hear fireworks.
I knew it.
So it has begun. Honestly, the Recollection has fantastic armor. It looks great. Got a jewelry box over here. Some barrels. That's awesome. I forgot you had mentioned you were leaving for Illinois. Glad it was a good trip. It was. It took us probably a little bit over 24 hours to get there. So we left early in the morning on Friday, drove to Clearwater to pick up the little one, and then from Clearwater we began our adventures up to Illinois. Made it into Nashville, where we stayed for the night. And then out from Nashville, we did the final drive into Illinois. On the way back, same thing. We made it into Nashville, rested, and then got home Monday evening.
You're right. These ruins are incredible.
So 6 states in 3 days. Not too shabby, I don't think. Needless to say, though, our bodies hurt, and we were very tired. So having a day off after all of that was pretty nice. I still didn't update my quick bar. That's okay. No! Annoyed? Why for, monster? For what reason? Is that mineable? No. Enemies! I knew that would trigger her. Devil just started singing. Let's use the, we'll use the experience scroll. No, I don't want to add that to my quick swap. I actually want to use it. I think it's Q to use. Yep. Okay, cool. Oh, drop that item. Oh, wait, Anto, I can't drop an item. I will drop my top item. My bitter tea is gone.
Sorrelin was always good.
You've stolen my tea, sir. Guys, see anything else I can pick up over here? Hello, darling.
Do you feel it? The power of the Ayleids pervades this place. Millennia separate us from the Heartland High Elves, but I can feel their legacy flowing through my blood. It pains me to see their glory buried in these ruins. This was all for Baragon's benefit. You're just an unintended spectator. I brought Baragon here to remind him of his Ayleid heritage. The recollection remembers their past. This land belonged to the Ayleids, and we Bosmer are their rightful heirs. Not at all, but some of their beliefs match my own. All that aside, I wanted to show Baragon what I found. A new type of seed. It's similar to what we Greenspeakers use to grow and shape tree villages, but different. It thrums with unique potential.
Sounds like she likes this seed a little bit too much.
Bug shells! Surprise ruined! I wanted to show him the wild burn seed. Talk to him. Discuss the recollection, both the good points and the bad. I suppose he'll want to take the seed before the recollection does. I suggest you hurry. They're close. The wild burn seed grows deep in the ruins. I suggest we split up. I'll lead the recollection on a merry chase while you and Baragon find the seed. And don't worry, I'm sure we'll meet up along the way. And Baragon, remember your history.
Remember how much I told you my family spends on fireworks almost every year? Basically about so much last time that we haven't been back in like 3 years. And you all still have fireworks. Our neighbors, it sounds like they are just starting. I feel like I should have sprayed off the roof, or sprayed the roof. But I think it rained earlier today, so we should be okay. Our neighbors like to launch them in the middle of the cul-de-sac, which, it makes for an interesting show, but, yeah. Yeah, fires are a thing.
This style of architecture dates back to the late Merethic era. It combines majesty with practicality, so probably a place for Daedra worship and training. These Ayleids seem to have been particularly fond of someone they called the Prince of Paths.
The Prince of Paths.
As I said, I plan to keep some of their attention on me instead of you. After that, well, I'm very stealthy. I have no doubt I can elude their patrols. And if I do get into trouble, I'm sure you and Baragon will come to my rescue.
Oh, that's fine. Yeah, just rely on us, please. Thank you. I love that. Love that, Faz. Downside is our house could go up at any moment. Nah, you just gotta hose it down well enough. Make sure you get her nice and moist. Sorry, I don't take that back, though.
Sorrelin has a point. These ruins are too wondrous to let sit forgotten.
They're too wondrous. Anything over here? Any lootables? Hey, that looks like a person who did a die. I'll let that person fight for a little bit. Okay.
Look, Greenspeaker Sorrelin.
Do you need
up
assistance?
on the walkway.
I will restore you. Ooh, Tokyo Treat would be
That's how it
great.
works, Sorrelin. The
There.
new replaces the old.
Anything. Devil and I get this box called Tokyo Treat from Al from Japan. And it's full of an assortment of delicious little treats and things. And we've gotten it for, I think, the last 10 months, if memory serves. Look at us cruising through here together. You and me together? So how is the weather?
Oh, what is this? Oh, that yeah, they're the little pies. Cheers. Distance cheers. Love you.
Now she's up on the ledge.
Join me, Baragon. The recollection needs wood elves like you. We can finally claim our rightful inheritance.
I need wood elves like you.
Cracked acorns, what are you thinking? Follow her.
Ow. Well, you guys may not want to fight everything, but I do. This little tail whippersnapper. Interruptus! Yeah, they'll clear out the enemies that are up ahead. Meanwhile, we are going to get the craftables. Moist! Listen, that is only one of the best words in the English language. It's marvelous. Stupendous, even.
How could Sorlin join the recollection? They're murderers!
Wait, Sorlin's trying to join them? Oop.
Arrest.
Oh my. That's a lot. These are quite good. I know. Follow the marker and follow my finger and so above, so below. But I need to loot. Empty bookshelves.
Those doors. Let's try there. We need to find that seed.
Are there any bookshelves that are not empty? That's sad. I wanted lore. I wanted adventure. Hold on, sir. I'm not done yet.
What's your step?
Immobilization. I think not. Get a chance to check Discord DMs for some crazy artwork. Ooh, what up? No, don't hit me. Damn, I really want to go back and check out that other quadrant. But all the enemies are respawning in here, so I don't think... Then again, with other people running through here, we should be okay. So, meh, that's okay. We'll see if we have to come back in.
Sorlin, talk to me! I can't let you take that seed!
I won't fight you, Baragon. There are other seeds than these.
I'll go after her. Grab the seed and follow after me!
Assassin's Creed? Hell yeah. As soon as I get out of here and do not spawn on enemies, I shall. I'm gonna do a stab, 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 and a poke, poke, poke. Alright, enemy down. Take the wild burn seed. Catch up with Baragon. You know, it's funny, one of these other players looks a lot like Baragon. So I kept thinking that it was Baragon who was running next to me, and it, in fact, was not. A spider! It's hilarious when those plants trip people. Just don't trip me! A monkey! Oh, that... Okay, I feel like a dick. I didn't think they could die.
Families aren't justice.
We've been friends forever. Why won't you trust me?
Let's see what's over here. There's one thing that Bethesda does. It is reward ye for exploring. So that's what we're gonna do. Nope, nope, nope. Aw. Well, that's no fun. We're just back in one of these main columns. I don't see any books. I don't see a lot worth tangoing with, huh? Oh, damn. At some point, I took a wrong turn. Here, I thought I just turned around to go back the way that I came, and in fact, I didn't. Alright, where do I have to go? My map! So straight through here. Okay, so basically, if I keep running, I should be fine. Nope, I gotta go this way. Yeah, this is a safe spot. There's other people. I am looking now, Dex. I see nothing! I looked! Alien row. Take that, and no! Look at us, just getting experience, gaining momentum. Oh, okay. So we are leaving because we got the seed. He's chasing Chick Face. Everything is killable but Rock, it seems. That was somebody was talking about Game of Thrones and House of the Dragon and saying that we need to follow Jon Snow's example. Like Dragonfire, which melts every castle, basically conquers everything, but all you need to do to escape it is hide behind a particularly large stone and you'll be fine. That's what it made me think of. Maybe undead Dragonfire is different. Rock conquers all. Devil goes, paper beats it. Guess Rock does not, in fact, conquer all. Take that, Jon Snow. If the dragon had been made out of fire, you would have been fucked. Game of Thrones logic. I'm here for it. You were supposed to catch her.
I couldn't catch her. I've known Sorlin for almost my whole life. I cared about her. Considered her a friend. Perhaps more. Why didn't I see that she had been taken in by the recollection? Maybe I could have done something. Blight, this hurts.
I feel like her letter was pretty clear.
She always claimed Ayleid land belonged to the Wood Elves, but that was purely academic before. Sounds like the recollection promised to make it real. Could be why they wanted the Wildburn seed. Speaking of which, did you get it?
I feel like we shouldn't tell him that we have this seed. What if he just wants to take it for his own selfish purposes?
I've never seen a seed like this before. It feels wrong. You're working with Laramil, right? She needs to know what we discovered here. Meet us back in Skingrad. I have a townhouse there. Oh, and take this. You more than deserve it for helping me.
Okay, Recollections Fang. Poison weapon enchantment, sharpened. Part of the alien refugee set, or refuge set. It's not awful. I like my training gear better, but it's cool looking.
Sure, my lifelong friend joined a violent cult, but you and I actually did some real good today. We saved people in Ostermere and kept this seed away from the Recollection. When you're ready, meet Laramil and me at my townhouse in Skingrad. I'm not sure. They certainly spout rhetoric that matches many of her closely held beliefs. I thought those beliefs were simply musings, but the Recollection seeks to put them into deadly practice. Be sure, when next we meet, I plan to ask her why.
Oh, these are things she has been saying her entire life. Why would she suddenly decide to act upon them? Yeah.
I have little experience with either, so any speculation is merely a guess. If Ostermere was truly the epicenter of the new forest growth, the land there could simply be unstable.
Ooh.
Or perhaps Ifray shook the ground to warn us and get our attention.
Alright, well, we just leveled up again. Bada bing, bada boom. Yay! Alright, let me actually pull up my build real quick. I do have a guideline that I'm following for it. I'm pretty sure this is my, this is my stam. Ooh, my phone has got to go on the charger. It is about to diggity die. I've saved it. It's not dying anymore. Okay. So, let's take a look at our abilities. 6 medium, 1 light. Have I unlocked Power of Light yet? Dawn's Wrath rank 20. Nope. Radiant Glory. Biting Jabs. Okay, Puncturing Strikes. Let me see. Biting Jabs I need. So we'll morph that guy. I don't have Fighter's Guild right now. Deadly Cloak. My dual wield is definitely not high enough. Yeah, I need to get Fighter's Guild stuff on here. So maybe we'll have a day where we just run like a shit ton of dolmens. Double checked I didn't send it to the wrong person. Very strange. You can see the text but not the images. I don't actually have anything from you at all. Yeah, I don't have anything from you. Oh! You meant what you sent me before. Oh, no, these are awesome. I thought you were I thought you were sending me something new. I just forgot to respond. These are really cool. Wait, are they actually playable? Fighting Jabs, Power of the Light. No, we gotta level up a lot of stuff. And I don't have a back bar, so to speak, just yet. This is like all bow stuff, restoring light. I guess I could do Vampire's Bane. I could put that on my back bar. But I haven't equipped an offhand weapon yet. I haven't unlocked a... Oh, what? Okay. Well, first and foremost, let's find slottable items. We'll stick that there. I'll put that there. Tri-Crown Restoration is solid. Gold Coast Survival. Might as well use the stuff, right? I don't need Magicka Recovery, but I could use Stamina Recovery. Health Recovery by 35 minutes. No, we'll just fully slot. We'll get it fully slotted up here. Go ahead and learn our new diagrams, and while we're in a safe spot, let's read our crafting motif for the Redguard style. Crafting motif 6, Redguard style. Being notes by Dr. Alphidia Lupus for a series of pamphlets on the major cultural styles of Tamriel. Dr. Lupus was imperial ethnographer for Potente Savrin Chorak from 2E 418 to 431. When I arrived at Morian's townhouse this morning, all was sunshine and rainbows. Divalith and the professor were chatting over mugs of chow like best friends, comparing Ralibala's 11 ritual forms to the Book of Most Arcane Covenants. I reminded Divalith that he'd promised to escort me to Yokodan Chapel in the Market District, at which Morian's brow clouded over slightly. But then he smiled and said that was fine, and as he wanted to test some new hyperagonal media in his laboratory. Oh my god, this is interesting. Maybe it was the light, but to me both men looked younger somehow. I must keep in mind they're both highly capable wizards, which I suppose might include knowledge of illusion magic, or perhaps I flatter myself. I met a number of knowledgeable Redguards at the chapel, all exhibiting that dignity and polite reserve I associate with the better educated member of that people. The most reserved Zurmir, a priest of Tuwaka, I hope I spelled that right, was particularly helpful. As Zurmir pointed out, both the Redguards' ancient home of Yakuta and their current province of Hammerfell are, or were in the case of Yakuta, deserts. To stay cool and for protection against the elements, Redguard clothing tends to be light, long, and flowing, and these flowing curves are carried into their artisanal designs. Their robes and armor are often accented by flared curves at joints and on headgear. Even their swords tend to be curved. In contrast, their architecture appears rather heavy, though on close inspection, this is mainly for the purpose of insulation from the desert's extremes of temperature. Zurmir showed me the chapel's clever system of louvier ventilation ducts in the clerestory, designed to catch the slightest breeze and funnel it down to the nave. After Zurmir was called away to tend to one of his congregation, Divalith and I strolled to apse the view of the 8 shrines to the Yakudan divines. Divalith was explaining that whereas the forebears of Hammerfell often worshipped the Cyrodiilic divines brought to them by the Reman Empire, these were the traditional gods worshipped by the more conservative Crown Redguards. Suddenly, behind the beehive shrine to Morwa, he turned to me with those blazing eyes, took my hands between his, and told me he thought me the most brilliant and desirable woman in the Imperial City. What happened? This is supposed to be about clothes. My breath caught in my throat and my heart was hammering, but when he moved as if to embrace me, I was suddenly frightened. I backed away, shaking my head, then fled out into the nave. I fear I quite startled a young family of Redguards placing candles on Morwa's altar. Now what? I'm afraid I have insulted Divalith terribly. How can I make it up to him? And dare I mention it to Morian? Julianus's little teapot. What a dilemma. This was supposed to be about clothes, not somebody trying to woo you and you not feeling like being wooed. But to each their own. Alright, next up, we need to go to Ellenglyn. So I think I will set a course for the Ostermere Way Shrine and then hop over. So we'll go to our map. I know it's only 53 gold, but why pay for it when I can just go to a Way Shrine? Am I right? They're playable rest of the cards released tomorrow. I have never played Magic the Gathering, so I know very little about it. I have Digimon cards, though. It is Mercaday. It is. Oh, I accidentally just killed a monkey. Not at all what I had intended on doing. That was awful. Crafting materials are nice, but I feel a little rude for doing that. Nope, don't do it. Tell everybody I'm on my way. I swear to God, if you grab me, I'm gonna be pissed. Alright, here is our Way Shrine. The Ostermere Way Shrine. And we will now head to the Skingred Vineyard. Digimon! Oh yeah, I have a ton of Digimon cards. I have a ton of them. Makes me happy. Digimon.
This is fine.
That's the season 4 theme. Oh, I missed. I think, yeah, there's crafting stuff here that I should probably get to. So, why am I lost? Those are my guild traders. Here it is. Duh. Aw, now I want to watch Digimon. But I have to finish the 100, and then I think I'm going to watch, or finish watching, what's it called? That Time I Was Reincarnated as a Slime, I think is one I've been working on. I was totally derailed on it for a while. Because somewhere along the lines I started watching Vikings, which made me want to watch Black Sails, which then turned into me watching The 100, because an actor from Black Sails is in The 100. And here we are. Alright, so I don't need anything from creation. Let's go ahead and get some crafting done here. I forgot how to do this. R, that's right. Got all of our refining done. And let's look for our researchables. Really? I got nothing? Apparently I deconstructed it all. When in doubt, break it down.
For crafting certification.
You come here for crafting. Yes. Why, yes I did. So let's go ahead and research that, because I ain't never gonna use it. We'll deconstruct everything else. Move on to the blacksmith station. There's a cat on my foot. Nothing to extract, okay. We'll fiddle with alchemy later. Rimbaroo! I haven't made it very far. There's a cat on my foot. Yeah, I'm only like a handful of episodes in. But I do enjoy it. Okay. We will research what we have. Brand new weapon I just got. Actually, do I have? We'll keep that for future research. Oh, that's right. I had a bunch of stuff that I wanted to use, and I accidentally deconstructed all of it. Huh. Good job, me. Making some melon jelly. I love that one. Season 3 is nuts. I won't spoil it, promise. It's cute. It's really cute. So yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna watch once I finish the 100. I only have like 5 episodes, which is, it makes me sad because I love that show. So in collective total, I am reading the Witcher books, watching the 100, then I'm gonna read the 100, and I have a holy metric F ton of animes that I need to finish, and I haven't seen the new season of Demon Slayer, and I'm just so behind. I'm so behind on everything. And all of this conversation happened because of the freaking Digimon theme song. Good job, me. Goes from cute to bam, action so fast. See, he doesn't have a body yet where I'm at. He's still like a cute little ball. I think he made it to the, and it's been a while since I watched it. I may just start it over. He made it to the city, and they're getting ready to like walk in. I think all of their friends got like arrested or something. Something to that effect. I think I'm just gonna start it over. What's your preference, Dex? Sub or dub? Sub-a-dub. Sub-a-dub-a-dub-a-dub-a-dub-a-dub-a-dub.
I've got to find some help for
There's a lot of quests in this area. Doing a zone clear is gonna be hefty. But we're staying in Weald up until everything around here is done, and we'll continue our way. I feel like that's a good way to do it. Particularly helpful because it does tell you how much you have to do in each area. And talk about just about limitless content. Jesus. So much you can do. I don't see any lootables here. Look at that big old sparkly bug. Nope. Leave me alone. No, leave me alone. No! No, I'm gonna die! I'm gonna die! I'm too squishy for this! No! No! Run away! Whew! How rude! We will poke them. Alright, carrying on my way, where's the moon? Torch bug. Ooh, look! What are you? That is a gigantic rabbit. What the hell? That's a whole ass bear. So I wonder what a half of a bear ass would look like in the grand scheme of things. Depends on the show, primarily dub unless there's a brutal cliffhanger and I just have to know what happens next. Some shows I'm good with dub. A lot of them I found that I prefer in sub just because I like the actual dialogue better. But if I can't pay attention or if I'm doing something, then I'll switch to the dub version. So sometimes sometimes I will alternate between. Good God, English is hard.
Welcome, Proxy. Let us speak before we go inside.
Hello. Some days I also just don't feel like reading. I feel that.
I expected to find the recollection here, as they have been searching similar ruins throughout the area. They did not disappoint. I sense an aura of Daedric power as well. Perhaps that aura drew them here.
Ooh,
indeed.
Daedra.
I sense an ancient Daedric shrine in these ruins, although I have no idea which prince it honors. If we find the shrine, we may uncover the recollection's purpose here. Do you still have the Echoneer, Proxy?
Yes, I do.
Hermaeus Mora forged the Echoneer to reveal memories related to Athelia. It was one of the relics instrumental in defeating the Forgotten Prince and eliminating any lingering memories. Hopefully the Echoneer can help us in our investigations.
Ooh. Same, I can multitask when it's dubbed. Sub, I cannot. I know. It's the constant struggle, right?
The Echoneer causes memories pertaining to Athelia to become visible as nebulous manifestations. When you discover one, simply hold forth the Echoneer. The relic makes the memory unfold before your eyes. I foresee that you will need it, Proxy. Between the recollection and the dangers inherent in most ruins, I suggest caution.
Ooh.
My research revealed that Ellenglen contains a maze filled with deadly traps. We must reach the heart of the maze to find a way through. I am ready when you are.
Tell me more about this Echoneer.
Hermaeus Mora knew he could not completely erase all knowledge of Athelia from the world. He locked away his own memories of her in glyphics hidden in Apocrypha. He created the Echoneer to reveal any lingering memories of the Forgotten Prince. The Echoneer was forgotten for centuries in the collection of a Daedric demi-prince. Hermaeus Mora saw no need to reclaim it, until now. He arranged for the Echoneer to come into my hands. I suspect I was always meant to give it to you. Ellenglen, An Ayleid ruin, most likely a temple or monastery. As you can see, little remains above ground. The vaults below are more extensive, or so I have read. Adventurers report dangerous monsters and traps within. Those who survived, anyway. I am hardly an Ayleid scholar. I know they
She wants us to
called
study
wild
these things, but
elves,
she doesn't
and they
know.
established Tamriel's first empire. Their city-states were spread across much of this region, but their empire fell during the First Era. Much about them has been lost. Many Ayleids worshipped Daedric princes. Athelia may have been among them. When the Recollection began to remember Athelia, they remembered her as their god. I think they are searching for shrines to Athelia. Mere speculation, but a logical guess.
Tell me about these cultists.
From what I have determined, they are a secret society with a keen interest in ancient ruins. The revival of an Ayleid cult, perhaps. Our ally Baragon knows more. He recently tracked them to West Weald and has been looking into their activities. Baragon told me that the group was initially formed to seek out something missing in their lives. It seems clear now they were looking for Athelia, even if they did not know it. Now that Athelia is free, their actions are becoming more conspicuous.
Conspicuous? Yep, the Recollection is working with the Daedra.
Shard Marshal Vargas. I am not familiar with that Daedric rank. We know they assisted Torvisard in his quest to remember the Forgotten Prince. Perhaps this Vargas is also connected to Athelia. No matter. It is evident we have more to learn, Proxy.
No, I don't think I have that cable over here. Is there... I don't know if there's one in here. These might be the camera chargers.
Subbed is King Queen, dubbed is just easier. I feel that. Have you seen So I'm a Spider, So What? No, I haven't. My brother gave me a whole list of whatchamahoozies. Funimation absorbed Crunchyroll, right?
I think
Or vice versa. I think Funimation...
Crunchyroll ate up Funimation.
Okay, other way around. Dang it, I have to update my app. I have a whole list of animes that he gave me to watch. But I haven't seen it. Wait, which way? Crunchyroll ate Funimation? I think that's how it went. No! Let me check. I created a separate little playlist for myself. Who knows, that might be one that's on it. Let's see. Login. My lists. Whoa, wait a second. Our lists are gone, babe. I could have sworn we each had our own lists on here.
Oh, I don't know. I didn't know that there's a whole bunch of them in liked. And there should be
That's
two
it?
accounts or two profiles.
This was me. I know we had something premium, I just don't remember what it was. Please confirm your account. Confirm my email address. Thank you. See, now I don't remember if it was Funimation or Crunchyroll that did... Because the Crunchyroll app is showing... whatever. But I can't find our liked stuff either. Where's all of our stuff? Because I know we had lists. Unless I just forgot to bring it over from Funimation, which would suck. Technically neither. Sony purchased both and then shut down Funimation. Oh my god. Okay, so if I didn't go through on Crunchyroll and recreate my list, that means it's gone. Well, that's a little upsetting. Browse. Simulcast. At least I have it over Facebook Messenger. Well, at least I can start some stuff over. Well, goddamn. That's aggressive. I'll worry about that later. There was a whole list of stuff that he had suggested that we watch. But at least that means that Devil and I can have separate profiles. I may just do that. How do I get back? I don't want to delete the account. Goodness. Switch profile. Manage profile. That's what I want to do. Profile name. We'll add a profile. Really? You have to have premium? I'll worry about that later. Goodness gracious. Right? We had Funimation Premium, so it's not that big of a deal, but still. I would have liked it if our stuff had transferred over. But they did give ample warning, we just didn't.
The presence of Daedric power.
Ooh.
The recollection likely noticed.
Oh, those are sharp. Okay, I'm fine. No, I'm not. Whoo! My Lanta. Alright, let's get ready to fight us some Daedra. I didn't loot. This is dangerous. Ooh, glowy bodies. Not at all creepy.
Made it this far, but they have met some of Ellenglin's dangers.
Take that! And that! Nope. We said, no, I'm not at the same time. It's like, this is gonna be completely fine. Everything about this is totally cool. No, it's definitely not. Okay, I'm looting an urn. Nothing suspicious fish about that at all. Ew, a bug! I'm sorry. In what world is this a wasp?
The currents of fate shall revitalize you.
Currents of fate shall revitalize you. I will stab you all. Look at all these people fighting and being brave and impressive. And then there's me. Just kind of chilling, cruising our way through here. Don't mind me, just grave robbing. It's what I do. Ooh, a minotaur. Hey, sexy lady. Oh, 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 shit. I have set you off kilter, sir. Ma'am? Are all minotaur men? How does this work? Loot. Rude. Alright, we'll go down the stairs. Give me your guts, or don't. That's cool too. Side note, Crunchyroll is apparently going up by like 45 a year. What the hell? How much are they making it? Babe, I think we're just gonna have one profile and then just have multiple lists. I'll see how much it costs, but If it's more than like 15 bucks, it's like a no.
Feel the current of fate flow through you.
You stop controlling them. I'll help you, fellow comrade. I'm not seeing a lot of lootables over here, y'all. Ooh, an inn! I'm stealing your ancient burial rites! It doesn't make me sound like an awful person or anything, does it? This is fine.
Restore your strength.
Ooh, but ow! Bugs! Level up! Let's go! We'll use... I need medium gear, so we'll do leatherworking. And continue to commit all of our points to stamina, because this is, in fact, a stamina build. When do I unlock my back bar? I cannot for the life of me remember.
The current of fate shall revitalize you. Welkin stones. Aliens were fascinated with the magic of light, but this is not what we seek. Let us press on.
A bug. Alright. Ooh, a journal. Okay, we'll look in the backpack. I think I'll do some crouching, see if I can stay out of sight here long enough. First entry. I found Ellenglin's right where the map maker in Skinrid said I would. A typical example of late period Ayleid architecture. A brief search revealed a door leading to the vaults below. If there are any forgotten treasures to be recovered from this place, that's where they'll be. I'll begin my explorations in the morning. Second entry. Well, Ellenglin lives up to its reputation for deadliness. The upper passage is a gauntlet of swinging blade traps. Simple mechanism devices easily avoided with careful typing. The forest beasts are more of a problem. Ellenglin's upper levels are positively infested with wasps and horvers. They must have found their way down here through the natural fissures or collapses. Third entry. I made it past the flooded upper hall and found myself in a series of chambers illuminated by Ayleid crystals. Naturally, I encountered more traps, dark welkins in this case. The black crystals lash out with blasts of energy if you venture too close. I also found minotaurs, but I expected that. I avoided the brutes with a little stealth. Final entry. I reached the maze of Ellenglin, but I suffered a setback. I was ready for the gas grates. I have seen them in other Ayleid ruins. Wasn't expecting undead guardians as well. Ancient skeletons hidden by green mist pouring from the grates. Didn't see the one behind me. I managed to retreat, but not before he got me. Too tired and hurt to continue right now. Think I'll rest here for a bit, then make my way back to the surface. He's bones. So, I don't think he made it. In fact, it is more likely that he didn't die. Crystal. I don't see anything of interest in there. Look! A bear! Look for the bare necessities. I'm gonna loot you to the knees. Grabbing your cheese and your bananas. Looting is what I like to do. Wherever I wander, wherever I roam. There are lootables in the room, just waiting for a broom. Look, a bug. Ooh, deer.
There.
Hi,
The
Anto.
maze is below. The way
That
to
was
Ellenglin's shrine
rude.
lies to the heart of the maze. Proxy.
You've summoned the wasp into the danger zone. Okay, got a backpack. Yeah.
Not only a maze, but a tomb. Careful. The aliens were practitioners.
We need to draw them out of the smoke.
Threads of faith restore your strength.
Minotaur. Got a Minotaur.
Let faith renew your growth.
Hello. Got more Merca, Joe. Merc. Did I already grab? I think I grabbed everything out of those other backpacks. Look, a body. Got an urn and another urn. Empty urn. Dude, if that's what a level 7 Arcanist can do, that does seem fun to play. I'm supposed to do something over here, I think. Oh no, it just says investigate the maze. So I'm assuming we just kind of have to run around until we find what we're looking for here. So we got smoke. Okay, here's the other side of the maze. Backpack we didn't search. It's a pretty safe guideline for where you've been and where you haven't been. Is have I looted everything or not? A bug. This is new. Brilliant. Look at me celebrating a simple chest. A bug. I think next time we might do some fishing. We'll do some zone clearing, some fishing, kind of swap between them.
The chamber to the north should be the heart of the maze, but it seems we must find another entrance.
What, can I not unlock this one? Nope. Because why would it be that easy? Unlock. You don't have an item you need. Alright, let's find the item. I triggered plates, I'm sorry. Got another Minotaur here. Why would people try to sneak around and not fight when you can fight? Golden Idol of Moorhouse, now available to scry. I don't really understand the scry mechanics currently, because that is pretty new from the last time I played, so I haven't done any of it yet. Did I already loot this? Yeah, I did. Alright, let's go in between here. We'll get ourselves a bug. Come on, come after the poison. See? That's why you don't run through the poison, my guy. You get knocked down.
The heart of the maze. Our way forward lies within, Proxy.
Nope, stop that. Awesome.
Gate. We must find the key.
Big, intense minotaur. We should kill it. Nope, rude. Ow. Ooh, that charge is gnarly. Ooh, what was that? Heal yourself. Dear, moo. I don't know why moo was the default there, but that was scary. That got me too, I jumped. Did a little bit of a jumpy jump.
The key must unlock these gates.
Aw, man.
Continue, Proxy.
Okay, the challenge in this is going to be when this guy respawns and we have books to read.
The Daedric power.
Alright. Invocation of Hircine. Mighty Lord Hircine, noble Lord Hircine, we come before you in all obeisance and humility, acknowledging your divine authority over the forest and of all lawful prey therein. We invoke you, O Master of the Chase, in your aspect of Albreg the Hunter, to look kindly upon the endeavors of those, your worshippers, as we praise you by engaging in the hallowed tradition of the hunt. Ever do we respect the law of fair hunt, never taking a quarry that had no chance of escape. Ever do we respect the prey, thanking it for its sacrifice in our worship of you. Ever do we respect the huntsman, beseeching your permission even as we loose the arrow. Bless us as we hunt, O Hircine, help us to hunt with honor and bring in prey both lawful and bountiful. So that is our werewolf god. Okay, that is the same book. Well, that's pretty convenient. At least it's the same thing. Bookshelf. Jaga drinking song. One thing a wood elf would never pass up is a fresh pint of Jaga poured straight in their cup, sweeter than blood froth and smoother than honey. A full mug of Jaga makes everything sunny. And what makes this drink so wanted by all? The stench of pig's milk right from the stall. Boil it and keep the cats away from the pan. Wait till the curds form and share with the clan. Wood elves and Jaga go well from the start. The creamy sweet brew is good for the heart. You know what whiskey does not compare to the ripe taste of Jaga, or so we declare. Forget about wine and beer from hops. The green pack give plenty of drops of ale from mold and Arenthian brandy. Compared to them all, Jaga's just dandy. One thing a wood elf would never pass up, a fresh pint of Jaga poured straight in their cup. Sweeter than blood froth and smoother than honey. A full mug of Jaga makes everything sunny. It's a good song. Okay, so it's a duplicate book. I will help you! No, I won't. Yes, I will. Orsul Tombhoof. No! Yeah, ooh, I almost knocked my vape over. Not good. Oh, tongue twister. 1-1 was a racehorse. 2-2 was a 1-2. 1-1-1 one race. 2-2-1-1-2. Did I do it? More books. The Song of Pelinal, Volume 4. What about Volumes 1 through 3? On his deeds, editor's note, volumes 1 through 6 are taken from the so-called Remen manuscript located in the Imperial Library. It is a transcription of older fragments collected by an unknown scholar of the early Second Era. Beyond this, little is known of the original sources of these fragments, some of which appear to be from the same period, perhaps even from the same manuscript. Hiccup. But as no scholarly consensus yet exists on dating these 6 fragments, no opinions will be offered here. Pelinal drove the sorcerer armies past the Niben, claiming all the eastern lands for the rebellion of the Paravania, and Kine had to send her reign to wash the blood from the villages and forts that no longer flew Aeliad banners, for the armies of men needed to make camps for them as they went forward, and he broke the doors open for prisoners of the Vash to within the slave queen, flying on Moorhouse above them, and men called for her Alhesh for the first time. He entered the gate at attempting to win back the hands of the 1,000 strong of Serdor, a tribe now unknown but famous in those days, which the Aelids had stolen in the night. 2,000 hands he had brought back in a wagon made of demon bone, whose wheels trailed the sound of women when ill at heart. Text lost. And after the first pogrom, which consolidated the northern holdings for the men of Creth, he stood with white hair gone brown with elf blood at the bridge of Helden, where Perif's falconers had sent for the Nords, and they, looking for him, said that Shor had returned, but he spat at their feet for profaning that name. He led them anyway, into the heart of the hinterland west, to drive the Aelids inward toward the Tower of White Gold, a slow retreating circle that could not understand the power of man's sudden liberty, and what fury idea that brought. His mace crushed the thundernocks that Umaril sent as harriers to the rebellion's long march back south and east, and carried Morehouse Breath of Kine to Zuoth's the clever-cutting man. This is a lot of interesting words, all scrambled together. Okay. And of course, at the Council of Skiffs were all Pervanian armies, and all the Nords shook with fear at the storming of White Gold, so much that Alesh herself counseled delay. Pliniel grew furious and made names of Umaril, and made names of what cowards he thought he saw around him, and then made for the tower by himself, for Pliniel often acted without thought. Without context, that was not my favorite thing to read. Saga of Varen's Rebellion, Part 2. Varen is defeated by Captain Cassa, poet to Regent Clivia Tharn. Varen Aquilaros, oh, it's the Emperor. Colovian rebel, bane to the Emperor, sat within his war camp brooding over his loss. Varen called upon his people, and they rose for him in response, striving against the Emperor's forces and against his hated Daedra. His people quickly built a wall across his border, sealing off Fach and Quarrel from the brutal... There's enemies! How am I supposed to read like this? I don't think I'm supposed to. This might be an area that we just have to zip through because, oh my Lanta. 2 Minotaurs spawning on top of my noggin. Not ideal. Can you please heal me? No. No. Really? A molten minotaur? Yeah, I'm gonna die! Okay. Well, as much as I would love to read everything, I don't think we're going to be able to do that here. Wait, what was that book? The Sultry Argonian Bard. Act 6, Scene 2 continued. My lady, I could never perform your request. Oh, is it too fast for you? I fear it might damage my instrument. Ah, but you seem to handle your instrument so well, my darling. You flatter me, my lady. Yes, well, it is such a large and magnificent piece. May I hold it? Goodness, no! The innkeeper would never approve of such a public display. Then may I suggest a private performance, perhaps away from the noise of the inn, where we both may enjoy your tremendous talent? Surely you don't mean for me to accompany you to your room? Indeed I do, my sweet. Indeed I do. End of Act 6, Scene 2. Oh! Naughty, naughty. You have to read, like, super fast here. If you don't want to die.
We found the shrine. But who is... Oh, that
Who the
is
fuck are you?
Ophelia. Perhaps you can talk to her, Proxy.
I do not recognize you, yet you seem familiar. Almost like this shrine. I know I should remember it, but I do not. Tell me, what is this place? Why am I drawn here? A Daedric prince. Yes, I remember. That was what mortals called me. But Ellenglyn is a proud citadel, not a crumbling ruin. Its
You've been
people
dead for
are
a while.
wise and beautiful. They worship me. Wait. I sense something. And another memory. Hermaeus Mora. The Echenir. Yes. That is what the Abyssal Cephaliarch called it. A clever little device he wrought to find and remove things that belonged to me. Thoughts, memories, truths he did not want anyone to know. Show me. I wish to see what it reveals.
Ooh. We get to see a memory. Doo-da, doo-da. To the Echenir.
Risk everything, Ethelia. You must forsake the many paths.
You seek to diminish my prince. Why should she agree to such a demand?
To preserve reality. Her willfulness threatens all of existence.
So he's a beholder.
Fear control you and foresee an apocalypse that will never be. Depart, Mora!
Ophelia disappeared as soon as the memory ended. Let us speak outside.
Excuse? I would like for there to be more to loot, please. Because if we can find lootables, I will be happy. Damn. We're off to see the wizard, the wonderful Wizard of Oz. Squish. We'll need this for fishing.
Let us review what we saw in the ruins, Proxy.
I have a name! It's Findiana Slim Shady. Use it with
Now it
respect.
becomes clear. The recollection also seeks Ophelia. They hope to find her visiting places she once knew, just as we did. Yet Ophelia seems confused. I do not think she has fully regained her memories or truly understands what happened to her.
She died.
I believe we witnessed the moment Hermaeus Mora first confronted Ophelia about the danger she posed to reality. And we saw that she refused to heed him. It is a hard thing for any creature to change its nature, especially for a Daedric prince. We examined the locations where the threads of fate were most frayed, and learned more about Ophelia and the recollection. Let us next rendezvous at Baragon's townhouse in Skingrad. I wish to consult with him about our discoveries.
Alright. It's time to schmooze. Where to? Alright, so we have to head back to Skingrad. And I don't feel like fast traveling. I want to do some exploration and fall from cliffs and almost die. This is fine. This is totally what this game is about, right? Get in the water. I love you. Look, a bug. Considered the delight in many countries. One can never have too many bugs. Well, I suppose that could be debatable among various parties. Why are these bear traps so large? And this was an active camp before we came over here. And suddenly everybody in it is dead. But if you are looking for craftables, just investigate camps and you can take their swords and whatnot and then dismantle them and boom, free experience. Okay, so there's still some. There's still some people here. I'm still here, but my leanings toward Mordor grow. I know I simply can't walk into Mordor, so I planned it out. Premeditated Mordor involves us all to the trees, the elves, and the hobbitses. Are you playing a game, or are you just plotting? You're a bear. Surely there can't be this many great bears. Is there like a subpar bear that we could meet? Like a baseline grumbling or something to that effect? Basic bish bear, right? Can we come across a simple bear, please? Battlemaster Rian. No, we haven't unlocked nearly enough to do any of that right now. I mean, just being fair, they can't all be great bears. Good theory. Hard to execute. Bum, 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 bum. I do think I might speed level this guy just to get to 50.
The new forest worries me. Nothing natural ever grew that quickly.
Keep it consistent with my characters. Yogi ESO collab. Hey, boo boo. Alright, it's time to do some reading. House Lalu Philosophy of Trade. If you want to understand the essential philosophy of House Lalu, examine its coat of arms. Behold the scale. It represents balance, trade, and compromise. These essential concepts influence everything the house seeks to accomplish and direct its activities. Strive for balance in all things. When the scale tips to one side or the other, someone or something gets shortchanged. When someone gets shortchanged, unpredictability and strife unbalance the world around us. This idea must be embraced by every member of the house. To achieve freedom from greed, from want, and from strife, all parties in any exchange must find balance. Trade is the house's weapon, its tool, and its way. The house thrives when value and profit flows between supply and demand. House Lalu seeks to maintain open trade with anyone who would engage in honest business. Not even a lowly Ashlander with gold or goods in hand would be turned away. This policy protects and empowers the house. The greatest defense remains a wall built of gold, and many foes have broken against the profitable walls of House Lalu. The most honorable conclusion to any conflict is compromise. When two parties seeking balance come together in any exchange, compromise becomes the natural conclusion. Anything can be achieved if both the left hand and the right hand work together. That's what she said. Not everyone is reasonable, however. Sometimes others must be coaxed into compromises. For that, House Lalu Guard stands ready. So you're just gonna beat the shit out of people. Could Lego them, but I think the bullets in the butts method garners more success. Most likely. Philosophers only want one thing, and it's fucking disgusting. Disgusting. Oh, I see what you did there. Ha! Oh, it's the Jaga drinking song, which we've already read. What else we got for our bookshelves? Shazar and the Divines. The positions Shazar enjoys in Cyrodiilic worship is often misconstrued. He and 1,000 other deities have sizable cults in the Imperial City. Shazar is especially venerated in the Collovial West, though he is called Shor there, as the West Kings are resolutely and religiously Nordic. The haziness of Shar's relationship to the divines, he is often called their missing sibling, begins with Saint Alessia, the so-called slave queen of Cyrodiil. The founder figure of the original Cyrodiilic Empire. In the earliest Syro-Nordic stories of the Heartland, Shazar fought against the Aelids, the Heartland High Elves, on mankind's behalf. Then, for some unknown reason, he vanishes from the stage, presumably to help other humans elsewhere, and without his leadership, the Aelids conquer the humans and enslave them. This slavery lasts for generations. The isolated humans eventually began to venerate the pantheon of their masters, or at least assimilate so much of High Elven religious practices into their native traditions that the two became indistinguishable. In 1E 242, under the leadership of Alessia, her demigod lover Morehouse Breath of Kine, and the infamous Pollennial Whitestrake, the Cyrodiilic humans revolt. When Skyrim leads its armies to the slave queen of the south, the revolution succeeds. The Aeliad hegemonies were quickly overthrown. Shortly thereafter, White Gold Tower is captured by Alessia's forces, and she promptly declares herself the first empress of Cyrodiil. Part of the package meant that she had to become the high priestess of Akatosh as well. Akatosh was an Aldmeri god, and Alessia's subjects were as yet unwilling to renounce their worship of the elven pantheon. She found herself in a very sensitive political situation. She needed to keep the Nords as her allies, but they were, at that time, fiercely opposed to any adoration of elven deities. On the other hand, she could not force her students to revert back to the Nordic pantheon for fear of another revolution. Therefore, concessions were made, and Empress Alessia instituted a new religion, the Eight Divines, an elegant, well-researched synthesis of both pantheons, Nordic and Aldmeri. Shazar, as a result, had to change. He could no longer be the bloodthirsty, anti-Aldmer warlord of old. He could not disappear altogether either, or the Nords would have to withdraw their support of her... Nords would have withdrawn their support of her rule. In the end, he had become the spirit behind all human undertaking. Even though this was merely a thinly disguised, watered-down version of Shor, it was good enough for the Nords. Puns are my specialty. I dig it. Oh, this is part 1 of the Varen's Rebellion that we didn't get a chance to read. Lame. Happy gaming, Arc. Back to sorting my collection and deck building. Have fun, decks. Enjoy. Happy 4th. I hope that you find tons of peace in your sorting and deck building. Magic! Hello, darling. How are you? So, Saga of Varen's Rebellion. So this is the Emperor who, guides you in the actual main quest of ESO. Varen Goes to War by Captain Casca, poet to Regent Clivia Tharn. Varen Aquilaros, Duke of Coral, Count of Kvatch, sat within his stone-walled keep, brooding on his circumstances. He had served the Ruby Throne with all of his heart and soul. Through times of battle and times of peace, his loyalty was unquestioned. But now his mind sorely troubled by a dark stain on the countryside, for the Emperor who claimed the throne, the Imperial Dragon, Leovic, son of Morakar, threatened his land and people. Leovic's grandsire, a Reachman of the North, had claimed the Ruby Throne and yoked its people to his will and desire. Yes, I did. Count of Kvatch, not Crotch. I'm doing well, Magic. Happy 4th of July. Are you doing anything exciting? Are you blowing anything up? Are you being mischievous? Let's see. Basically, he betrayed people. And lived to regret it. And now he's really old and he's trying to fix his mistakes. At least up until the point of where our story takes place. Let's see. There's so many bookcases in here. The Orc Song. Drink mead. Sing. We hate orcs. We hate orcs. They smell. They stink. They really reek. They couldn't find their arses in the snow. We hate orcs, we really, really do. They have no beards, they have no brains, they couldn't kill a horker with a sword. Drink more mead! Repeat. No, unfortunately. Unfortunately. But that could be just be a relaxing, chill evening. You may appreciate it now, but you will soon tire of my humor. It's okay, I have been to the guillotine and had it fitted for my neck. The executioner laughed, so it's not fitted for just me, but everyone. Well, if there's one thing that a guillotine specializes in, it's being one size fits all. Until it doesn't. And then you fall off. But no need to lose your head over it. Heh. While I love the lore in this game, I apologize, but I am not going to be reading 900 fucking bookcases right now. So let's see. Anything looks interesting, I may. We are not Ebonheart packed, so we're not going to read that one. Ooh, he's stealing. Read the Lusty Argonian, but we have not come across the Lusty Argonian. We will absolutely read it when we find it. We have not yet found it. And trust me, I would like to.
Welcome to my townhouse, friends. I can't wait to hear the results of your investigations.
Okay, I think we've hit all the bookcases in here.
I can't believe we found a corrupted seed at Ostermere.
Magic over
That
there,
the
just
recollection
streaking.
Somehow caused the new forest to overgrow Weald, or that my friend Sorelin was involved. Laramil wants to talk to you, but I'd like to hear what else you discovered.
Yeah, we saved everything.
Launched from Rostwall Estate would have taken Skingrad completely by surprise. I'm glad that you and the Tribune were there to stop them. But the recollection working with Daedra? That's a troubling new development. By reputation, we only just met. I know she does troubleshooting for Count Calantius, so I figured I might run into her eventually. She apparently heard about me too. Just showed up on my doorstep. You learn anything else out there?
The recollection was looking for Athelia at Ellington, but we found her first, and then she vanished.
Athelia, the Daedric prince you and Laramil are looking for? You met her?
Yes, she has no idea
Incredible.
what's going on.
But why is the recollection looking for her? Didn't they... never mind. I think you should talk to Laramil now. I need to consider all this.
Our initial investigations are complete, Proxy.
And now it comes full circle.
Material confirmation of... That is, I thought it would take longer for us to find and confront Athelia in person. We determined that my suspicions about the frayed fates proved correct. Each location had a connection to Athelia. That the recollection and the Miramor Daedra seek to restore Athelia to power. They cause the New Forest and Wildburn devastation. And Athelia wanders west Weald, starting to remember. For helping me reach these conclusions, take this
Darn,
reward.
they're well fitted. They don't give us any kind of training bonus,
Speak
y'all.
with Baragon. See if he has a thought about our next steps. Athelia's presence untethers all consequences. It makes it nearly impossible for me to perceive the threads of fate, let alone determine which threads to follow.
Most people can't see
Most
fate.
people do not bear the responsibility of preserving reality itself. If we guess wrong about what we must do, or simply fail to do it, disaster ensues. I do not like to leave such decisions to chance when the stakes are so high.
So what are we supposed to do about this
Trust in
precisely?
Baragon's knowledge of the recollection. There is an anomaly I wish to look into while you and he pursue the cultists and ferret out their plans. Perhaps the Wildburn seed you found in Ostermere is the place to start.
So the seed that if
I
we
shall
accidentally
find you.
misuse it, will sprout an entire forest just from nothing. That's cool. All right, let's see. Right now, I am using 2 axes. Do you have an axe for me? There's a dagger. Great sword. I guess I'll have to go with the prophet's dagger. All right, we're getting there. Let me see. If I have flurry as 1, that's my slot 4. Why did I get flurry again? It might have just been a placeholder to have another ability. I don't actually think I needed it. Dual wield. Deadly cloak. Dual wield rank 20, which we are certainly not at. We're at 10. Biting jabs we have. How's our Dawn's Wraith looking? Too low. Radiant glory. Definitely too low for that. We have 2 fighters guild that we need, neither of which we have. Unfortunately. Argonian skills. I haven't started healing yet, so that's okay. And for the skill points, we'll definitely need them for crafting if we intend on being a crafter. And I don't have anything for my back bar because evidently I haven't unlocked it yet. Oh, level 15. Okay. That checks out. Well, I think that we have made a good amount of progress for the day. So, let's come over here and we'll go ahead and blip this out and resume looking into what we can achieve or who we can say hello to on this lovely 4th of July. I'm going to settle in this evening and get some dinner cooked, and I think I'm going to read some Witcher and spend some time with my dear darling Devil. Whoopsie. But with that, we will need to find somebody to say hello to and see what they are doing. Now, I am starting to debate maybe looking into doing our Dark Urge Baldur's Gate. Elder Scrolls is a lot of fun. Lore-heavy playthroughs are just quite intensive. So I'll think it over and go from there and see what we end up coming up with. Enjoy the rest of your day. MC, I hope you enjoy the rest of your day too. You are awake late, dear darling. Let's see. Trying to see who we should say hello to. Do I want to say hello to someone new? We can see if we can find somebody who is also doing some ESO stuff. Let's give that a try. You know what? Let me just go to browse. I'm just going to look under live channels and see if there's anybody that we just do a vibe with, right? I feel like that'll be good. We got some IRL, which meh. Right? Meh on that. Do have somebody doing Chained Together, which could be a lot of fun to watch. I do want to make it so the Devil and I play Chained Together. Maybe I'll make it like a channel point redemption. I'm almost going to bed. Well, I hope you sleep well. All right, yeah, we're going to visit somebody who is doing some Chained Together. And there's 4 of them. So this could be maddening, chaotic nonsense, but I'm about it. Anyway, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. I sincerely appreciate you. If you are so inclined, please feel free to use the no sub raid command if you are not subscribed to the channel, and feel free to use the sub raid command if you are subscribed to the channel. No end stream video, Candy. No, monster. I am getting a little bit on the sleepy side, so I'm going to call it here, but we will open the next stream with more food videos. And I actually, more and more, I'm thinking that I probably am going to do the Baldur's Gate Dark Urge. So keep an eye out for that. I don't know when the next stream is going to be, but I'll keep y'all posted. So we're going to go and say hello to Noctis Nexus, who is playing a 4-person chained together. I hope you guys have a fantastic evening. Enjoy it all. And happy 4th of July. Okay, bye.